David Dobrik, he wasn't just another YouTuber, he was a cultural phenomenon. From Vine 6-second hits to fast-paced, chaotic YouTube empire, the guy amassed an army of friends known as the Vlog Squad, and with them he amassed billions of views and millions of adoring fans. But everything changed in 2021. We're talking sexual misconduct allegations involving Vlog Squad members, Dirty Dumb, the name gave it away. Then there was the disastrous stunt that nearly killed Jeff Whittick. The brand deals, they evaporated. Public applause, it turned to backlash. From there, David, well, he disappeared from the spotlight, only to reemerge ripped and again determined. So here we are doing the full story, the fame, the scandal, the transformation, and his highly anticipated comeback, and the stakes for his redemption. Let's get into it. Chapter 1, a good old before their famous origin story. Born on July 23rd, 1996 in Slovakia, and raised in Illinois, well, this kid, he always dreamed big. Now, he exploded on Vine in 2013. His videos, they were funny, irreverent, lightning fast, and he's just such a charming guy. Well, soon enough, he started recruiting friends, Jason Nash, Natalie Mariduena, Zane, Heath, and he formed his very own Vlog Squad. In 2015, well, he took all that energy from Vine over to YouTube, and he started posting 4-minute and 20-second long videos with some editing magic in there. Everything was manic, everything was jam-packed with laughs. The kids couldn't stop eating it up. From there, he started doing Tesla giveaways, celebrity cameos, and unexpected charity stunts. Everything he did was a formula. It included charisma, chaos, and generosity. And before Mr. Beast was doing it, this turned into viral gold. By the age of just 23, he'd become a YouTube god. Or so it seemed, am I right? Chapter 2, the magic years. Between 2016 and 2020, well, David Dobrik's output, it was relentless. He was hosting red carpets, he started Discovery shows, he had Views, the podcast, he released the photo app Dispo, and then he appeared in his very first cameo. His videos were hitting 10 to 15 million views per upload, and fans connected to his energy, his generosity, and his comedic timing. The brand money poured in. We're talking SeatGeek, Chipotle, EA Sports, and these were some brand deals that many could only dream of. Now in 2022, well, Forbes, they estimated his income to be at $16 million. From there, he launched that pizza shop in LA I spoke about, and he cemented his cultural grip on Hollywood. Chapter 3, the Dirty Dumb explosion. Then in March of 2021, everything seemed to unravel. Now, Business Insider, they revealed that Vlog Squad member Dom Zagladis, well, he had sexually assaulted a woman during a 2018 prank while intoxicated. Yeah. Now, the victim alleged that the group continued filming around her without consent. And David, well, he was publicly, legally, and morally implicated. Even though, he wasn't the accused, he didn't do the dirty deed himself. He was the one filming it and I guess orchestrating the whole night of activities. So when this news story hit, well, brands, they dumped him fast. EA Sports, they were no longer in the game. DoorDash, they were delivering elsewhere. State Farm, they wouldn't insure them. Yeah, all them brand deals were severed overnight. Now, his public apology, it felt a little scripted in fans. They gave some rare, never felt before pushback. Suddenly, David's empire, its cracks were showing hard. Chapter 4, the Jeff Whittick near-death stunt. Then in October of 2020, before the public scandal, came the blast heard around the world. There was a Vlog Squad video involving an excavator that went horribly wrong. The footage is hard to watch. Now, YouTube personality Jeff Whittick, the guy nearly drowned, but that's after he fractured his skull, lost his vision, and nearly died. The guy went kaput right into the side of an excavator. Oh my God, it was disgusting. Now, David posted a vague update, but then went radio silent. Months later, in 2022, well, Jeff aired Don't Try This at Home, detailing the trauma and, all the repercussions that came from the accident. Now in the video, well, Jeff, he sounded hurt, more so betrayed. He outlined a $10 million lawsuit. Now nearly 2 years later, it remains unresolved. but the damage to his health, to his image, the damage was done. The guy's not the same guy. The public saw that all this sensational content that David had been producing, well, it was resulting in genuine tragedy. And all of a sudden, people were losing their appetite. Chapter 5. Now we have the total brand collapse. Now the two controversies, they came crashing together. YouTube, it demonetized David's main channel. Wall Street Bets, they had memes that were mocking him, and there was a generational pivot that began. Fans, they turned skeptical. Viewers started turning off his videos. Now we tried some gratitude posts. We're talking like healing videos. But it all just felt a little out of touch, and historically, David, he's someone who just avoids criticism or backlash, so the guy basically went missing. By March of 2022, he had vanished from content flow altogether, gone without a promise of return. All of a sudden, it seemed like the kid who could do nothing wrong was losing everything. Now still, he had tens of millions of subscribers, but it was a fragile reminder of what once was. Chapter 6, Rebuilding, Pizza, and Private Packs. So what do you do after everything falls apart? Well, David, he continued to stay quiet. He launched Dobrik's Pizza in November 2022, leaning into pizza rating funnel that he had built years ago. Also, being from Illinois, it was deep dish, Chicago-style pizza. Good name, Dobrik, right? I had the stuff, it was good. Now, Natalie Merduena, she quietly managed David Dobrik LLC. Now, he posted stories to Snapchat, TikTok, small Suedo-style glimpses, but no big content. From what I heard, he was making a fortune on Snap, so that's where he hung out. But still, he faced lawsuits from Jeff, and others were still unsettled. Still, through it all, he refused to disappear completely. And slowly but surely, David began to rebuild. This time on his own terms. The shock, comeback, and the body transformation. Well, with all that downtime, it appears David was hanging out with David Goggins. Because in January of 2025, Dobrik returned with a new video. Surprising friends with my transformation. No, it wasn't a vlog stunt, it was him ripped from head to toe. From 27.8% to 13.1% of body fat, and logging in 10.5 pounds of muscle. Now, he didn't do this all alone. He got some help from trainer Isla Federovich. He also had a $2 million bet from Mr. Beast. So he documented his persistence to change his body, change the story. He was resisting chicken nuggets in Italy. He was crushing workouts while back in Slovakia. Olivia Jade, she exclaims, "You have a full six-pack." Now, he gifted his trainer a Ferrari and received a Lamborghini from Mr. Beast. Now, it all felt theatrical, but still, it was a little more personal than we had seen from David in the past. And David said, well, he didn't want to feel like pudding anymore, physically and emotionally. Now that's something we can all relate to, right? Now there's no hiding behind 4-minute blurbs. This comeback, it felt real, felt vulnerable, and he laid it all out there. Literally, he took his shirt off for like the first time ever. Chapter 8, Reemerging on YouTube. Well, after this body transformation, David finally started to post some new vlogs. This time they were less chaotic, more conversational. Jason Nash, he returned with views, although it's not at its peak, and he addressed the scandals, not perfectly, but not ignoring them. David stated, "My silence was me avoiding confrontation." He says, but silence isn't healing. Now, some viewers, me included, they were ready to forgive, but others still were not. Still, his return vlogs, they were hitting. Not what they once were, but 1 to 3 million views apiece. Not bad, pretty solid. And small brand deals, they have returned. This time, it's health, fitness, and restaurant focused. So no EA or State Farm yet, but he's still just testing the waters. Chapter 9, the next steps. Now, currently, at the time of recording this video, I've heard announcements that the Vlog Squad is getting back together. And David, well, he's still at a bit of a crossroads. Now, he's rebuilt his body, he's rebuilt his confidence, but he's yet to fully rebuild his platform. Now, he needs sponsors again, sustainable ones. He needs to confront the past on camera. Now, he's pitched new documentary concepts. He's eyeing streaming projects, and fans are watching, waiting, and there's hashtag Second Chance Alpha or Never Forget trending in his comments. So will David Dobrik rise again? Truthfully, if I were to bet, I think he's gonna be the next Jimmy Fallon. He's just got that likability, that laugh, that charisma, that pretty boy face. You know what I mean? But only time will tell. Now, as I wrap up this video, if his story proves anything, it's that personality can survive scandal if matched with reinvention. At the end of the the day, David Dobrik is a study in extremism. We're talking lightning fame and public downfall, brutal introspection and a loud comeback. Now, he's not flawless, his comeback isn't complete, but he's still here. He's certainly still alive, and he's more human now and more vulnerable than ever before. Now, one thing is certain, his story is far from over, and we're all waiting to see what comes next. All right, guys, that wraps up this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is David Dobrik back on top, or does he still have some people to forgive him or repay to get into the clear? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If David watches this video, which I know in the past he has, well, I hope you're doing well. You know, I think he's a great guy. I think so. The excavator thing, that one's bad. But hey, I wasn't there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.